I'm tired of being labeled. I'm an American. I'm not an African American. I'm an American.
Oh, girl, don't set up
get you
the
started.
Twitter on fire.
It's true. I'm not black. I'm not African American. I'm just an American.
There it is, Officer Tatum keeping it 100. Welcome back to One and Done. Today we're going to dive into one of my favorite subjects, identity politics. Or race beta hating, whatever you want to call it. That's what we're doing today. Before we jump into this video, I just want to wish you all a happy new year. Let's hope 2024 is even better for all of us. And a special shout out to our growing little community that we have. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Our target is 100 subs. Let's get there, folks. Let's do it together. Without delay, let's jump in and roll the tape.
I'm tired of being labeled. I'm an American. I'm not an African American. I'm an American.
Oh, girl, don't set up
get you
the
started.
Twitter on fire.
It's true. I'm not black. I'm not African American. I'm just an American. Like and subscribe to the channel. Y'all already know what to do. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, and ladies, I want to talk about the concept of being black in America or African American. I'm going to say this very clearly. I think that at some point in history in our country, maybe it was relevant, but in modern day times, in the last 60 years, it is completely and utterly embarrassing and overrated to try to break us up off into groups. I'm not African. Maybe some part of my ancestry, I won't say maybe, I did my 23andMe, and a part of my ancestry comes from Nigeria. Most of my stuff comes from Nigeria. But I'm not only from the continent of Africa. My ancestors, some of them are white. So to say that I'm somehow African because it made me feel better because I got darker skin is foolish. It does nothing but separate people. And if you were born here, generations, I'll just say this, very clear. If you were born in America, you are, say it with me, an American. If you were born in Mexico, say it with me, you are Mexican. If you were born on the continent of Africa, maybe you could call yourself an African. Does that make sense? If you were born in Europe, you are European. Just because you have darker skin or maybe people in your ancestry happen to come from this one place doesn't mean that it makes sense for you to try to make a prerequisite for your race. Or not a prerequisite, but maybe I don't know the word to use. Y'all know what word. Some smart person out there can figure it out. You don't need to make that as a title for your race. Because if you look at it for what it is, anybody with common sense, we all came from the same place. Find some geological or biological difference that make us somehow fall on the planet Earth in different colors in skin tones.
Now, Officer Tatum is talking facts there. Now, if you believe in God, you believe in the Bible, you believe in Allah, you believe in the Quran, you know, apparently we all came from God or Allah. So if you believe in the higher power, you should automatically know that we all come from the same place. You shouldn't buy into this race or push this race nonsense. If you believe we all come from the same place, then it's culture is what separates us. Maybe not what separates us, but differentiates us. I think you should always lead with what brings you together, not what separates you, not what makes you different. And if you believe in the science, if that's what drives and motivates you, once again, apparently we all come from Africa. So I think Officer Tatum, he's just spitting facts. And this is why he's one of my favorite reactors, commentators. He keeps it real.
It didn't happen. The first human was found in Africa. We all came from the same place. If you believe in the Bible, Adam and Eve, them. We all came from the same place. So technically, if you want to go back far enough, we all got the same race, the freaking human race. But I love their take on this because when I say it, I'm an Uncle Tom Coon sellout bootlicker. But when these people say it, I think it gives a little more credence because people don't expect them to have a balanced perspective about being an African American and all that old crazy stuff. But I think that at the end of the day, we're all Americans. We should be proud of it. So I want to play two clips. I want to play Smokey Robbins, and I want to play Symone. I forget these people's names. Roll the clip.
resent the idea of being called an African American, that
Yes.
you are a Black American.
Yes.
Explain.
I think that when they call black people who were born and raised for generations in this country, if you accept the handle of African American, that says that you don't accept being an American American. You don't accept being born in Chicago or New York or Detroit or wherever you were born. For generations, your family has been here, you know, built this country too. Sweat and tears and all that, you know, fought in every war, okay? So this is my country here. So I don't want to be called African American. I'm an American American. My people have died and done everything for this country.
So Smokey Robinson,
Yeah, facts.
before we play the other clip, I want to make sure I say his name right. I said Smokey Robinson. It's Smokey Robinson. I like what he said, but I want to play another clip because I think Symone's clip is a little more thorough because I almost called her Whoopi Goldberg. Oprah Winfrey really tried to chastise over this and tried to argue with her and bully her to a certain degree by saying black people are going to be upset with her for her saying that she's not an African American. Roll the next clip.
I'm tired of being labeled. I'm an American. I'm not an African American. I'm an American.
Oh, girl, don't
Don't
set
get
up
you
the
started.
Twitter on fire. Oh,
I'm
my
sorry.
Lord.
I mean,
what?
I'm
oh,
sorry.
My Lord. What did you just say? Stop the tape right now. Okay.
I will say this.
What?
I mean, I don't know where my roots go to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how far back they go. I can't go on, you know, I don't know how far back, and I don't know what country in Africa I'm from. But I do know that my roots are in Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an American. And that's a colorless person because we're all people. I have lots of things running through my veins.
I mean, you're going to get a lot of flack for saying you're not African American. You know that, right?
But why is she going to get flack? Why? It's just a fact. Man, people, get over your feelings, man. These are facts. So stupid. Get caught up on all this little BS. Worry about getting food on your table and worry about paying your bills. Educating your kids instead of this nonsense. She is speaking facts, and I have a lot of respect for her coming out and saying that. And Oprah, well, Oprah, she's just a sellout. You know, everyone gets one. Please.
I don't label myself.
Okay. So I want you to say what you really mean by that.
What I really mean by that is I'm an American. That's what I really mean. I have darker skin. I have a nice, interesting grade of hair. I connect with Caucasian. I connect with Asian. I connect with Black. I connect with Indian. I connect with each culture.
You are a melting pot in one body.
Aren't we all?
Yes.
Isn't that what America's supposed to be?
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
That's
for
what
sure.
it's supposed to be. I personally feel that way.
Somebody tell me what's wrong with what she said.
Exactly. Now, that inclusive language is just so inspiring. Now, I'm extremely lucky. I've been shooting weddings for 25 years, and I've been able to bump shoulders with every different culture, nationality, background that you can think of. So I've been exposed to many different cultures, and I see the beauty in those cultures, but we all actually share things in common. We're a lot closer, we're a lot more similar than we are different. The things that cross-culturally that are the same is that family's important and relationships are important. Flourishing in life, thriving, doing well, being successful, whether that's in relationships, whether that's in business, whether that's in work, whether that's in career. We share these things in common. Now, I love diversity in culture. It's amazing to see. And I challenge everybody, go out and speak to someone that is not culturally from your background, and you'll be surprised how rewarding that conversation will end up being for you and for them. If you don't like stereotypes, don't lead with the stereotypes. Let's carry on.
I wish that everybody would think like that. Like, it's just, you know, it's crazy. We're all Americans. If you were born here, you're an American. Or you are born somewhere else and you become an American citizen. Regardless, you're an American. It's crazy. I don't know how America does this. It's crazy that nobody else struggles with this. If you live in Canada, you're Canadian. whether you're black or whatever, they're Canadian. When you live in Europe, whether you're black or not, you're European. You know, I don't get, if you were born in Israel, you're Israeli. And nobody else break people up into groups as much as they do in the United States of America. We should all be proud to be an American. All of us have an ancestry of struggle that led us to the point that we're at today. Black people had an effort in this. White people had an effort in this. Asian people had their part in it. Hispanic people had their part in it. All of these different groups that came from different continents had their part in developing America to being the greatest country on planet Earth. Just because white people started with the idea doesn't mean they're the only people that had value in creating what we know now as America. Look at our military. Look at our representation in track and field. When we go and play overseas, all of us, different colors, are American. They're not saying, look at the African Americans running in a 4x100 meter relay. It's like the Americans. The record of the 4x100 meter relay in men's belongs to the Americans or the Jamaicans or whatever the case may be.
Facts.
And I think we should be proud of that. We are the melting pot, but the melting pot means that we all one and the same. And I don't know why people got to feel like we got to break each other up off into groups just because skin color. That's stupid to me. Because you got people that got a white mama and a black daddy, and they call them black somehow. That's stupid to me. That's a biracial person. They're 50-50. But I can go on about this all day. Y'all comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about it. Was Symone wrong? Was Smokey Robinson wrong? I don't think so. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.
This is one of the reasons I absolutely love watching Officer Tatum in action. He's honest, he doesn't hold back, he doesn't give a damn, and I think his sentiments are more common across the general population. Now, if you guys have seen any of my other videos, you know I cannot stand race baiters. Race baiters love keeping so-called minorities down. They love being uppity and in a position of power. They love it. And most of them have nice homes, some of them multiple homes, and they still claim they're the victim. They don't want to help anybody out. Just listen to the way they speak. They want to divide. They want to keep you down. They want to keep you so-called oppressed. Meanwhile, they're sending their kids to private schools. They're sending, their kids to get the best education possible. And they're married. But you know what? They don't promote marriage. They don't promote education because that's the best way to lift people and communities out of poverty. And that's why I can't stand them. And you get them in every single so-called minority group or culture. You do. You get these absolute grifters. They try and justify poor, bad behavior, and they don't mind racism going back the other way. Racism is racism. It's not reverse racism. It's just racism. And they love racism because if they can promote racism, they can stay and keep grifting and making money off people that are in poverty. They want to keep you there. Anyway, Officer Tatum always wins. Symone, I think her name was Symone. Now, isn't it crazy that I have to say she's brave to say that? I mean, it's just facts, all right? And it's far more inspiring than hearing people whinge and moan about their race, that they're oppressed. If someone is oppressing you and treating you wrong, the best way to get them back is not to get angry, is to get even. And the way to get even is to be successful. And if they truly can't stand you, that makes them even worse. But playing the victim card every single time gets a bit monotonous. Don't talk about it, be about it. Anyway, I'm sure there are going to be some perspectives. I'm looking forward to hearing them. Chuck them in the comments and I'll be there to give you my feedback. I'm happy for you guys to try and change my mind. I doubt whether you will on this race baiting nonsense, but I'm always willing to listen. Thanks again for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, ring the notification bell so you never miss out on any of my content, and help us get to that magic 100 subs mark. I really appreciate it. And I'll catch you in the next video.